Well,
But the problem is that so many people are getting with people that they know that they're not going to submit to, and guys are getting with women that they know that they're not going to give they all to, and that, I think that's
Well,
the
let me say
biggest
this
problem,
also,
bro.
T Max. Let me say this also, T Max. We don't know how long that chick been married because she was an older woman. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say older, I would say 50s. Um, like you know what I'm saying? You don't know how long they've been married or whatever, so on and so forth. So they could have been together for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But I guess my point is just that I don't think that people have a problem finding people.
Not at all. Not at all. My mom just married. Well,
Yeah.
she got married at 72. It's her
Wow.
her fourth husband. But she always used to say, she's like, I'm gonna keep trying until I get it right. She's like,
I just did a review video.
Oh,
you're speaking of
I did a
all
review
older people,
video
though.
of a woman that said that she on her fourth husband. And she about to get married again, and she got
and
kids.
she not a bum, and she never has been. It's
Do
always
you
been the
think so? Do you think?
all
These
of
are
that,
all
but
older
just
people, though.
just refused to deal with certain things, and it led her to being an older, remarried 3-4 times. This, like I said, this is her fourth marriage. She's 72,
So after
happy as hell. I mean,
but people quit marriages faster than they quit jobs when
oh
they're
no,
not.
she was one of them. Let me just tell you. I mean,
No,
if
but
a
here's the
woman,
thing: you have so much of I guess you can say women in 2026 that will never ever experience marriage, that will never be proposed to. That I mean, I'm fine with somebody who's been divorced. Show me that you could at least get to that point, because
But
we're
do they
looking at-
want to be?
no, I don't think they have a choice, because we're looking at, I think those two women that they put up, not about feminism, not about anything. I think if you peered back into it more, you will find a bunch of guys who they thought were going to long term. And when those guys walked away, it's, well, I'll stay with nobody. I'm just not ready. And I'm going to reject people before they reject me, because you're going to see a lot of this, a lot of heartbreak. And I'm taking my toys and I'm going home.
Yeah. Well, let me push back, Doc. Let me push back. Not in a negative way, but let me push back. I don't like to say play devil's advocate. I like to say push back.
Mhm.
We all kind of fucked up on the low. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, we all got some fucked up qualities.
Facts.
And I kind of look at it and say, well, hopefully the good shit overwhelm the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's worth it in the end, right?
And those are the things you got to stay for.
Well, yeah, and that's the way that I kind of look at it, right? So, in a sense, there is no like perfect person.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there is no. And I just
And you
I
don't
guess
want one.
this
You don't want a
is
perfect
why-
person.
What I'm trying to understand is because I'm not even tripping over traditionalism no more. Like, in my opinion, to answer the question directly, I think it's dead as a doorknob. I think it's dead as fuck. I think that traditionalism is dead. I don't think that it don't not exist. I think that it's dying quickly, right? I
Do you think
that
it could come back though?
no.
So you think it's so far? Everybody up here think it's so far
You
gone.
can't put the genie
There's
I
back
don't
in
think
the
so.
bottle.
Okay, so all right, all right.
You can't put
I
the
hope
Let me ask you a
so.
question, T
But I
Max.
don't think
Let me
so.
ask you a quick. Let me ask you a question, T Max.
Can't put the toothpaste back in.
How do you get women? How you gonna convince a woman or women in mass that they shouldn't worry about voting, or that they like? People don't make enough money to be separate. You can't raise a child the same way that you used to in a lot of ways because everything is fucked up in the culture and society. It's like you would have to undo so much stuff and skip
have
a
to-
generation almost in order to get it back that way.
Only way it
But
would
you
go
would-
back is if the
Go ahead,
power
go ahead,
grid
Watts.
went. Is if the power grid went down. If the power grid went down, then that would be the only thing that would set it back. Literally, like the power grid would have to go down, and we would have to like an EMP would have to hit, and like that would be the only thing that would reset things to its natural order. But
It's already
as long as we have technology, yeah,
Doc onto
it's
something, bro.
You talking about
Well,
traditional?
I
I
think
just told y'all.
because a lot of us
excuse
have.
me. What'd you say? Dylan? I didn't hear you.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you've been.
we
Yeah,
can.
I was
everything.
saying, like, I agree with you because I've said before that I believe that technology has a lot of our souls, and it's like people are not willing to give up their distractions for a bit of purpose, to reclaim their time, to reclaim themselves and the choice. Right now, we're giving up so much of our choices, even now in the election, with this past election. So it's just like, I think that as long as we have these this technology and that's going on media distracting us, we're not going to know how to make the best decisions for ourselves and not make decisions that can make, I guess, life.
I'm not that invested where I think that it would keep me from having a solid relationship with someone, or building a relationship with someone. I don't think God has that much to do with people loving each other. I mean, I don't.
If I'm sitting in the den, me and my wife, she's on the phone. She don't say a word to me. Just be on the phone.
Yeah, I mean that part, it's distracting, yes, but I think that we are smart enough to shake it off and say, all right, my life is
wait, smart up. Wait, what are you talking? What are you referring to, Mimi? Smart enough to shake.
Hold on. Hey, Jay, jump on the laptop instead of the phone. She down in the back.
I'll say maybe I disagree with all of you all, because I don't think traditional marriages are dead.
I don't think it's dead either.
I don't
either, bro.
And here's the other part too.
Dead is a doorknob.
Yeah, they're done, bro. You're out of your mind.
I don't look around.
Enough of us that still want it, that it's not complete.
Doesn't matter if you want it. The institution is dead. It's secular.
Hold on, let Doc.
Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. All this social media stuff, anybody can get on social media and act like they're choosing this life and all this stuff like that. Maybe they're not getting the outcomes that they thought they would have.
Absolutely.
So in real life, dealing with real people, yeah, it sounds cool to say that stuff in your 20s and maybe your early 30s, but some around when you start hitting up there more and more, that's when stuff start getting real, and it's not so glamorous in real life. And people can get on social media and cap for 30 seconds like they choosing this life, but I don't see all these women that's winning by not being in these relationships and marriage. I see a lot of losing women.
Me too.
A lot. And
all right, let me ask you a question. Are guys losing?
Yeah, if they become more modern than they are sticking to standards of tradition.
Yes, they are. They are losing by statistically, they are losing. Yeah.
Well, most men, I think they want a traditional relationship. I don't think more men want to just be running around, fucking bitches. I think that most men want a traditional type of relationship.
You're right. Men do want a traditional relationship.
I don't even think they want tradition. I think they just want relationships.
Well, they're saying that you don't get, but they're saying you don't get anything out of a tradition. You don't get anything.
Relationship.
At the end of the road, you're not getting anything out of it.
It's almost like, are we saying, let's revert that back to children? It's almost like saying that raising children traditionally in the mindset, how we know what worked back in the day for as the standard, it's almost saying that we're compromising and raising children modern, letting them do their own thing, let them just fly by the wayside and let social media or the environment shape our children. So at the end of the day, Anton, men are losing if they're going more modern than the standard of tradition. But women are losing too by Watch and Doc's standpoint. If they're not winning in the larger numbers, both of us losing.
But men are not getting involved. Men are standing to the sideways and watching the show go on. The situation we have here was that technology was pointed out as being part of the problem, but I would equate that if that's the case, then technology would be very much equivalent to what money would do. So what money does, it exposes more of what somebody is. So if people are doing this, then with the technology that's in front of them, then they're exposing who they truly are. I mean, feminist was not a bad movement when it started. It had an order, it had a purpose. It was to.
No, it was bad.
It was it wasn't initially. Feminist initial order was to regulate the workplace and to get fair wages because they had the same background, they had the same education, they had the same experience. They just wasn't getting the same pay.
That's not true.
That's what it
was. That's not true.
I think
that's not true. That's not true.
Began. He's not.
You just have to do a little research. That's not true.
And that is absolutely true.
No, it is not. No, it isn't.
But it's something else. And at that
what was it started for? What was it started for? What?
Created it in the first place.
it was created to create two taxable classes, to be able to tax both men and and women, and create more taxable income for the government and the powers that be.
They
So
backed it, but
if you have women wanting to have the same pursuits as men, you now have two taxable classes. Before, you only had one taxable class. Like, women couldn't even incur debt. The like, they say women couldn't get credit cards, but the other side of that is that they also couldn't incur debt. That any debt incurred by a woman would go to her husband. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So, like,
I don't see how that counters what he was talking about.
listen, we got to stop perpetuating false narratives. Women have always worked. They've always had a place to put money. There were millionaire women in the 20s and the 1910s. So we got to stop that. This shit is getting out of hand. Let's be more honest about this shit. Anton's absolutely correct. When it comes to traditional relationships, yes, they are dead on a wide general level. Yes, because you can't go outside and see the natural essence or either party. That's just a fact. You have so many people. You have so many people. You have so many people that lack identity, Doc. That's why. Because they're moving to a collective beat that's not meant for them.
Exactly.
They're just not walking to their own beat. They're walking to somebody else's beat. They're not moving to the nature of which they were created in. They want to do what you do, how you do it, and why you do it, which don't serve a purpose for why they exist. That's why, Doc.
And I feel like that's due to education.
Yeah, that was. I mean, the real reason about the tradition is that most relationships start on social media. That's a hard stat. That is not traditional. You know what I'm saying? They're being started off of a new, like, technology. You know what I'm saying? That's how most people are meeting each other. Like, that's like the.
Hold on. I want to hear what. Hold on, give me a second. I want to hear what Hannah got to say, and then we're gonna go over to shampoo. What was you saying?
I just think it's due to education. It's indoctrination, really, in the long run, if we think about it. I think that over the years, like, even when I was in college I left in 2018, like, my mindset was different. I was independent, like, I don't need a man, and I feel like we get that from our education. Like, we're taught that, and now we're seeing it play out, years later. And I agree. I think Dr. Christopher and I think T-Max said that women kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it.
Go ahead.
You got it.
No, just like I just know it's the education, and women, like, they don't want to put in the work these days. They don't.
Hannah, was I right when I said repulsive? When I said repulsed, or they're like they're being engineered to, like, despise, like, just not really find men desirable? Was I kind of in the right where you're kind of it's indoctrination? It's just indoctrination.
Regular women, we don't find men repulsive. I don't know about you. I find them very attractive.
You would be surprised. I mean, if you really were to be psychoanalyzed, you would be surprised at the results.
I promise you, I am not repulsed by a man.
Okay.
I don't think all women, but, like,
most people don't know they're brainwashed. You know that, right? Like, most people would think that if you ask people, are you addicted to your cell phone? They would say no. You know that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No one up here is going to admit to being addicted to their cell phone, but most people are addicted.
Repulsive is a horrible word. I think you should find another one.
I know it's a horrible word, but that's the reality. I have to say that. What?
Find another one. Find another word.
No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not, because like, listen,
not going to work for nobody on this panel. Repulsive, men are repulsive.
You the only person who got a problem with it. I didn't say men are repulsive. You twisted my argument
right now. It might not be repulsive.
Let me tell you what the poll says. Shout out to the chat. I'm gonna drop a poll. I'm gonna drop a poll for every question. You're gonna have at least 4 questions. Poll said out of 419 votes that traditionalism was dead as a doorknob, 60%, and that is still alive and well 40%. So
nice. We still got a chance.
You gotta start doing these polls before you give your opinion. I'm sorry. I think
hey, Mimi, you hitting it off.
I'm gonna drop the poll for the next one. Right when we do the question.
But Mimi, the man or bear scenario, as somebody noted in the chat, is an excellent example of the example of the repulsive thing.
Some of them in an echo chamber. We gotta be asking these questions after.
No, it's not TikTok. That's real. Those are real people's opinions.
Doc trying to jump in. Look at Doc. Doc trying to jump in.
That's goofy stuff. I mean, like
that's not goofy. It's a thought experiment, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
It's not a thought experiment. It's a social
what the fuck?
It's a social media trend.
It's not a social media trick. Like you can it's a thought experiment, brother. Like what is wrong with you?
When you see in real life, you're starting to see that you don't see all these people are winning because all these, let's say, I'm just gonna say for women, you don't see a whole bunch of women winning because they said, oh, I'm through with relationships and all this stuff. What I am seeing is a lot of women who got into their later years who that sense of regret. And I see women who are younger saying, okay, I'm starting to course correct. That's what I'm seeing. When you start looking at the younger dynamic, they're doing more traditional things. They're not trying to, because even though they were raised with this, don't need a man, all this independence talk, they don't want to be that way because they see how their mother, grandmother, or auntie struggle. You're starting to see a younger generation that's really started to course correct and say, you know what, I'm looking for marriage. I'm tired of being a whole bunch passed around.
I don't think it's a
let me just say something. Because when women, sometimes when women are young and they taught that I don't need no man and all that, is because they can, you know what I'm saying? They're young. They still got it. Like, but when they get older, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a man when you older because you older.
But it's too.
And when you older, bullshit.
So
wait. Hey, get a man.
I ain't got no problem getting any man that I want at the age of 44. And my mama, like I said, was 72. She could have any man she wanted to eat.
So why don't you have him?
What makes you think I don't have one?
Wait. Why are you responding with such? Look at your reaction right there.
Think I don't have a man?
Because that reaction right there, I asked you a simple question, and you turn and Reddit and T-Max Mike, man. Like, goddamn.
Hold on, y'all.
I asked you a question, beloved.
Dalen, I'm gonna pull you back up in a second. Dalen, I'm gonna pull you back up in 1 second. Jay, let me ask you a question. You don't have to tell your personal business or nothing like that, but I want to ask you a question. I want to let you get one of the final stays in this. Do you prefer to have a relationship that's more traditional, or do you prefer to have a relationship that is some sort of modification and a different type of dynamic than what we would define as a traditional relationship?
That's a good question.
For me, I would say traditional. In the sense of the man being the leader, the provider, and me submitting. But that's just me.
Can I see your nails?
Are you trying to be shady?
No, I'm being. Can I see your nails?
They not done right now. But I feel like
but when they get done, no. I only asked because I judge off nails. If you had them long Wolverine claws, I wouldn't believe you.
I don't have long nails. They're short.
Okay. No, I believe. Okay.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't see what the nails got to do with anything.
I don't see it, but he knows. I feel like he.
No. I'm serious. What does the nails have to do with anything?
Nails is. I judge women off their nail styles.
Modern times.
I judge women off their nail style. If you got a certain type of nail style, I already know. I put you in a category.
I want to pull Dalen back up in a second. What is the category that you put them in?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
So if you got the long, crazy, either the claws or like the square joints, I think you have a certain type of type of values. I judge you. We all judge people. If you see
listen. It's cool that you have a perspective. I'm just trying to figure out, like, just spit it out. What is it?
Yeah, what type though? What do you say?
Like probably a little bit more promiscuous.
I'll say this. All right, so let me say this.
Yeah.
Almost every single girl that I know that got long nails is married
and got money.
But this is my anecdotal experience.
No, fact.
Don't take it as gospel or nothing.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that
you've
most of the
noticed
girls
that.
Are
I
they good
know-
marriage? All of them are good marriages in your honest opinion?
I mean, I don't know what they're. I can't speak to what they.
Can I
I mean, just from the outside.
They seem
I
to
think
be.
that's just where you what
They seem to be
environment
happy.
you're around, Anton. Because most of
What,
them
what
I
I'm
know,
saying is, this is what I'm saying. I don't think that nails is the determining
Yeah,
factor.
absolutely.
nah, it's not. Watch
Yeah.
show them.
I just don't
Nobody-
think
I'm not
that
trolling. I'm
nails
being
is-
dead
nobody-
serious. I'm being dead
Nobody
serious.
can make an inference about a woman's character based on her nails. Nobody.
Seriously,
The
'cause
chat
I
agrees.
do nails for a living, and most of the women that I do nails for got money because you got to spend over $300 to
Yeah,
sit
you
in my
got
That's a
to-
sign. That's also another
Some of
sign.
them
If
are
you're spending $300 on your nails,
lawyers.
I don't want a
But
fucking
see,
thing to do with you.
I'm glad you're saying that because that just you don't know what you're
Got a
talking
point.
about. There's a lot of money in what I do, and most of them are
Hey,
married
but
women.
hey, we do
They're
know the brokest
bachelors,
people spend the
they're
most
rich,
money on those
They gotta
things.
have money to sit in my chair. You're not getting, and they're not hoes, they're not ghetto, they're not none of that. So miss me with that shit.
Can
I
I
didn't
say
say anything about hoes.
Now,
or
hold on, hold
ghetto.
on. I'm
You're
gonna pull
very
you back up.
judgmental.
D, I'm gonna pull you back up shortly, right after I introduce this new question.
Jade got the good nails.
Hold on. Dalen has the last say so.
Watch, I'm gonna try to throw you a bone and say that you're referencing, I don't know, Mimi. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Humor me. That maybe when you say long nails, you're talking about maybe those claws and how they're designing what they look like, and not just the nails, but what accompanies the nails. Like the one
They're known as dick grippers. We know that, right? That's what they call them. That's what the girls call them.
All right, so time to go on to the next question. Give me a second. D, I'm gonna pull you back up.
That's
D,
what
I'm
they
gonna
be
pull
saying.
you back up. I want to make sure that we keep in time because I want to make sure that everybody get to bed on time tonight. I know y'all of a certain age. Some of y'all got to go to work.
He's looking right at me.
No, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at you.